Hey, it's Dan, welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a really good one for you today because there's a storm brewing in our economy. And just like here in California, it's been raining most of the day, but we have got huge problems that are coming our way in the coming months. And I want to cover a few things in this video just to mention all this. Before I do, please take a second, hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. Do not forget to join our email list, which is growing, and there's a lot of cool announcements that are coming up, and you need to be part of that. Right now, it was announced last weekend by Janet Yellen, our Treasury Secretary, that they were trying to tax on unrealized capital gains. Now, what does that mean? For example, you buy a piece of property, buy it for $300,000. It goes up to $500,000 and you sell it. Well, you pay the taxes on the realized gain, okay? The 200 grand that you made. Now, here's the thing. Based on the time that you have those capital gains and how long you have it, it determines the amount of tax that you pay. There's a thing called short-term capital gains and long-term capital gains. Short-term capital gains are basically under a year. What the Treasury Secretary is talking about, which is insanity, which is absolute lunacy, is taxing people on unrealized capital gains. So, for those of you that are crypto guys or people that buy property, now think about grandma and grandpa. They bought their house 50 years ago and they decide to sell it. Well, they pay tax at that point. Okay? Now imagine taxing grandma on the house before it gets sold. This is called a billionaire's tax, and this is the idea to make it fair so that billionaires pay their fair share. Well, it's ridiculous because what's going to happen is it's going to tax the average Joe, and it's going to make it very, very expensive for you to have assets of any kind. And you can talk about this is crazy, Dan, it's just talk. No, she made the rounds, guys. And I'll show you some of the clips. You can look below. People on TikTok shared it. It's all over the place, and it's ridiculous. But people that are into crypto, people that have made money in crypto, here's the cool thing about crypto, is if somebody bought crypto, let's say somebody bought Bitcoin at $10,000 and it went up to 60. Well, you can go out and borrow against your crypto and borrow against the asset and not pay taxes on that. You can get a loan against your cryptocurrency and use that money, spend it, buy stuff, and not pay taxes on it. Pretty cool, okay? Well, imagine, because the crypto is now 60,000, that you have to pay a difference on that. That's what they're talking about, and it's absolutely crazy. So I really want you guys to share your thoughts on this and tell me what you think, because again, you know, it goes to that $600 thing with the bank and taxing and the inflow of your account if it's $600 or less. Now, people have written me and said, Dan, you're crazy. This is based on $10,000. Now, I spoke to a banker, and what it is right now, if you walk into your bank and you do a cash transaction for $10,000 or more, that gets reported to the IRS. The other stuff that gets reported to the IRS is if you have more than $10 of interest in a year. You get that report to the IRS. They don't get normal transactions of you buying things for your business or the inflow and outflow of your account. Now, what they want to do is they want to tax you on $10,000 worth of inflow and outflow of your account, which, guys, it's everybody, okay? Everybody has $10,000 a year in their account of inflow and outflow of their, in their checking account or their savings account. So, share your thoughts on this. I really want to know what you guys think of it because it's ridiculous. And unrealized capital gains, I had somebody ask me, what's that mean, Dan? Well, they're starting to plant this seed, but again, this is not a billionaire's tax, guys. This is a tax against you, okay? And again, the storm is coming, okay? You know, it never rains here in California. I had all these people tell me we're gonna have a cyclone and it's gonna be bad, and yeah, Northern California, they got a few inches of rain, they had some flooding, they had some bad stuff up there. But guys, this is beautiful out here, just nice, okay? It's really just, you know, wanted to start filming before it got dark. I give Tesla a hard time all the time, it seems like. But you have to give credit where credit is due. And Tesla just announced a 100,000 car order to Hertz. Bravo, man, that is an absolutely amazing. Think about this. Hertz is not buying 100,000 cars from anybody right now. And they just bought 100,000 cars from Tesla. Model 3s, the stock went up over $900 a share, but our buddy Elon is now worth over $250 billion. His net worth is because the stock shot up. Now the next thing is the company is now worth $1 trillion, okay? So whether you believe in Tesla, you think that this is a joke, you think it's real, they got 100,000 Teslas in rental cars. Now, Hertz was in real bad shape. And of course, you know, the government did them a huge favor and bailed them out. But one thing that happened during the health crisis was I live near Anaheim Stadium, and we drove over there, and I filmed a video of all the cars in Anaheim Stadium. Anaheim Stadium was filled with rental cars from Avis, Hertz, Enterprise, all the rental car companies, where they could put, you know, any car at any parking spot they could. There was no baseball at the time, so they could use the stadium, and they absolutely filled it. Now, Hertz files BK, and they're, you know, completely upside down, but they're going to emerge from bankruptcy, and the first thing they did was bought 100,000 cars from Tesla. Unbelievable. So, you know, again, Tesla's going to be around, guys. This is a real deal. I don't think that, I think it's ridiculous, okay? I think about today driving my day today, okay? And having to go charge the thing, okay? I got gas, and it took me 3 minutes to get gas because I just threw a few bucks in. But again, guys, I don't want to go charge my car and deal with this stuff on a regular basis, okay? So share your thoughts on this. Is this going to be a big change for the electronic car industry? Is this going to be a game changer for everything? Will this save the car rental market? I mean, do you have a desire to rent an electronic car? Because I sure as hell don't. Wouldn't even know how to use the damn thing, okay? So share your thoughts on this. I really want to know what you guys think. It's very interesting right now that we're starting to see less and less deals in the store early, okay? This is a warning sign that we're seeing with retail right now. Now, it may be the supply chain issue, it may be just the shape of things to come, but Home Depot normally has Christmas gifts set out, and they have a tremendous Black Friday deal. I'm telling you guys, you want to buy a ladder, you buy it on Black Friday. Anyways, they also have gifts at Home Depot generally that they drop that are really cool, okay? I'm in Laguna today, guys, and again, this place, the tide pools are out. I'm not walking on the sand. I'm not getting wet, and it just stopped raining. But the place is absolutely stunning. But as far as discounts are concerned, they're few and far between right now. And Home Depot's concerned that they're not going to have the traditional Christmas rush. And if you guys see things, Home Depot management, shoppers, the shopping sites, the discount touters, the people that have like the Black Friday advertising sites, these are the shopping gurus that do the coupon craziness where, oh, they've got a coupon that's got buy one, get one free that you can have unlimited on, you know, stuff like that. They're telling that if you see it and you want it, you better buy it right now. Don't wait, because there's not going to be a huge supply of things coming up for the holiday season. Now, speaking of the holiday season, you know, I am a firm believer in something. I love Christmas. I love the holidays. I love getting together with my kids and my family and my friends. And family to me is what you make of it, okay? Just because somebody's not my brother or you know, a woman that's not, you know, born my sister does not make her not my sister. I mean, I have friends that might as well be family members because we're so close. They don't have traditional family members. They have nobody that they go to at the holidays, but every holiday they're with us, okay? This is what people need to get back to. You need to be getting back to kindness towards your fellow man and just doing more for other people. Smile, be gracious, help people. I'm telling you, you have no idea when you drive down the street what the guy next to you has going on in his life, and if he's broke, if he's behind on his rent, if his business is failing, or if he's got $1 billion in crypto, okay? You just don't know. So that being said, just be kind to people right now. And as the holidays approach, you'll be much better off if you just smile and you give people, you know, just a smile and, you know, a hello and a thank you. And again, I get floored every time I hear people in retail that tell me that people are rude to them. It just amazes me. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Let me know what you think. And are you buying stuff early? I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me, I've already got my Christmas gift, Dan. So let me know, share your thoughts on all this stuff. I really want to know. But again, we need to get the holidays back to spirituality, kindness, and helping people out right now, because I'm telling you, there's going to be more and more people hurting this year than in years past, in recent years past. I found another great article about that $10,000 threshold thing that puts it into perspective. You know, companies that have payroll, okay? In other words, if you have employees and let's just say payroll inside of a pay period is 30 grand, you'd have to be reported to the IRS every time that happened. The other thing is, think about this. If you have regular inflows and outflows in your checking account of $830 a month, that would equal $10,000 a year. So pretty much it's everybody, guys. So again, talk to your bank, talk to your credit union. There's people that, community banks and credit unions, that said that they're not going to abide by this. And the state treasurer for, attorney general, excuse me, for the state of Nebraska said pass. He's not going to be involved in this in any way, shape, or form. So share your thoughts on this. But again, talk to your bank, talk to your credit union, see if they're going to abide by this if it passes, because it's absolute lunacy and it's going to affect each and every one of us. Share your thoughts on this. And again, read the article, because it's, Dan, you got it all wrong. It's already 10,000. They're keeping it the same. No, that's what they want you to think. It's not. This is going to affect the lowest 10% of income earners in the country are going to be affected by this. Okay? Hey, John, what are you doing with that money? What do you know, you got $900. What do you got? What are you doing with it? Imagine having to justify that, okay? It's absolutely crazy, and it's ridiculous, and it's intrusive, but share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you guys think about this. This next story, I want you to think of how ridiculous what I'm about to say is, and that is, here in California, they decriminalized stealing under $950 from a store. You can walk into a store and steal $949 worth of stuff. They will not charge you. They will not prosecute you. You will not be held accountable or responsible for this. Now, that being said, think about how insane that is. Now, you know, 22 Walgreens stores have closed now. There's an article that I attached below that is beautiful, where it says they did this, you know, made it so that you wouldn't get prosecuted if you stole $950 or less. Guess what, you know, happened? And guess what happened? Crime spiked, okay? CVS stores said, think about this. They have 5 stores in San Francisco, but it equates to 26% of the shoplifting. We know about the Walgreens that are closing. They don't want to admit that the Target store is going to close, but it's absolutely a mess with the Target store. So in San Francisco, again, guys, you know, imagine being in business and you can't arrest the guy, you can't tackle the guy, you can't hold him, because then you're violating his rights, and it's terrible. And you know, then they'll sue the security guard. Some of these stores have had to resort to hiring retired police officers to protect the stores. Okay, and they're strapped, guys. They have a weapon. These guys are trained, and needless to say, they're not using it. Okay, but it's just crime is rampant in these areas. And again, If you think, well, it's just a phase, it's no big deal, this is gonna get worse, guys. It's gonna get so much worse in these areas. You're gonna see it, just escalate. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I really wanna know what you think. Again, wacky California, the left coast, all the stuff that you guys write me and say, okay? But you know what, guys? I'm telling you this right now, okay? I have portable internet now that I could sit here and I could work on that rock right there, okay? I mean, it's beautiful. But, yeah, we got craziness here. So share your thoughts on this stuff. I really want to know what you guys think about this. I read so much stuff for you guys, and I love certain things that I think are probably pretty nerdy, but Bank of America has a inflation tracker now, and I'll leave it below. But they were talking about how they were tracking transitory and non-transitory inflation. Non-transitory inflation meaning that it's bad, it's gonna go up. Transitory means just temporary, don't worry about it. Well, now this meter is at 96 out of 100. Ding, 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 ding. This is a real problem, guys. This is not going away, guys. And Dan, you're a broken record. All you do is talk about inflation and how bad things are. Guys, this is daily news, guys, that I'm giving you. This is stuff that comes out, it's all brand new. And the idea of showing you this stuff is that you need to be prepared. And again, preparation, okay? Think about your medications, think about things that you use on a daily and weekly basis. If you have a major problem and banks are closed, or we just got this threat of a cyclone here in California, and somebody sent me all this stuff and all these new weather websites and all this cool stuff, and it's great. But imagine if the cyclone hit. California's not ready for that. If things were raining and we were taken out for 4 or 5 days, how do you get your prescriptions filled? How do you get to the bank? Well, you don't. Well, you guys need to prepare for that stuff. This is the perfect example of how go and ask your pharmacist if you can have an extra month of all your prescriptions. That's a breather. And all you do is just put them in the cabinet and use them in order, okay? But then you've got a month's extra, okay? But think about things that you buy, that you use on a regular basis, that you're gonna buy, whether it be pasta, whether it be dry goods, whether it be milk. I drink a lot of almond milk and all that stuff lately, and oat milk and all that stuff. My kids got me into that stuff. That stuff's got a shelf life, for the next decade, it seems like. So whether you're into that stuff or not, that stuff's got a good shelf life and it's gonna stay. Things like that you can buy, okay? It's a good thing. Stock up on it, do yourself a favor, and just be prepared. Make sure your security's set, make sure you got a little cash so you can buy things. Don't have, $100 bills laying around. You need 1s, 5s, 10s, you need some cash. So if you need to ever buy anything, change even, okay? If you go out and you gotta park your car someplace, have change for stuff like that. But be prepared. But this inflation meter from good old Bank of America, it's something to look at, guys, because this is just something that is not gonna cool down quickly. And as we get to the holidays, and again, I don't know if you can see it out there, but I'm in Laguna, it's south right now, but you've got 1, 2, 3, I can see 5 cargo ships that are not unloaded. Now, here's the other thing about the cargo ships. Think about this stat. Yes, there's food and things that can spoil on that stuff, but these ships, the majority of those ships, have been sitting out there longer than the journey took from Asia to get here. China, Timbuktu, wherever, okay? So whatever's out there, and again, if the food's coming from China, Dan, I wouldn't eat it. Okay, whatever you're into, okay? But there are things out there that need to be unloaded. And there are businesses and commerce that is not being conducted because of that stuff. The majority of the companies that do business with these people have to pay for stuff up front. You have credit guarantees and different guarantees that you have to pay before things get put on the boat. Imagine paying for something in advance and it's sitting out there, okay? Actually, it's that way, right there, okay? But imagine that. So, I know you guys are sick of hearing this stuff, but this is a massive, massive problem that is just not going to go away. And, you know, again, share your thoughts on all this stuff, the inflation meter and everything. I'm going to end this video on these two last stories. And one thing I get a lot of questions on is people say, hey, can you help me get my PPP loan forgiven? And I tell people I'm not an accountant, I can't give financial advice. I recommend that they go to their accountant. But one thing that I get a kick out of is when people send me stories about how people squandered PPP money and then can't figure out why they have a problem. Now, you've got people that spent the money on strip clubs, and by the way, it's supposed to go to payroll. You've got the guy that bought the $318,000 Lamborghini and was taking pictures of himself. He looks great. And my favorite is Ottoman Osseline from Georgia. Mr. Ass Clown bought a Pokemon card for almost $58,000. A Pokemon card with his PPP money. Can't figure out why he's got trouble. Again, he's getting criminally charged for this, but take a look at the article. It's absolutely unbelievable that this guy thought he was going to get away with that. Now, the other thing is our buddy Jeff Bezos just announced that they're going to have a space station in the sky for Blue Origin. It's going to be the orbital reef that you're going to be able to go, and people are going to have manned space flights and go to the space station. And again, think about this. We don't have wood shop in school anymore. We don't have music programs in school anymore. There's a problem with getting school lunches to people and to kids right now, and there are families going hungry as you watch this video. And this guy's concerned about a space station. So again, if I ever get $1 billion, I will clear up world hunger, homelessness, and things like that. You guys can hold me to that, but this guy's not doing that. So take a look at the article. It's ridiculous. It's just somebody's egotistical, fantasy project. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon. And thanks for being here.